Well, what's up guys? Welcome. This is my apartment. Well, welcome guys. This is my apartment. I moved in about I think 2 months ago now, and everything's pretty settled and I'm really happy about that. So I can finally do the tour that everyone's been waiting for. This is the first time I've ever moved in my life. It's been a process that I've always wanted to do. The moving process went really well, so I'm super happy about that. But yeah, now I can finally share my setup in my apartment with the homies, with you guys, and yeah. Before we get started, if you end up liking this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And hey, if you love it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because it does help out the channel. And now we can get on with the video. Alright, so this is my kitchen. I really liked this kitchen because I liked the kind of setup of it. It is a little annoying because there's not a lot of space that I have, but hey, I think that's just a Toronto apartment. This island here I actually got from Amazon. A lot of things I got from Amazon, and I will actually link everything on my blog. I do have a blog that you guys can follow as well. That's mattredwards.com, so I will link this as well. I really ended up liking this island because it also has space on the side of it, so I can just store some things on the side. It's just me living here, so I don't need a huge table, but this works really well when I have a friend over and we're doing dinner, or we just want to gather around the table and I need to actually cook on here and stuff. Love this table, use it most of the time. This is my kitchen area. This is the countertop and storage spaces. I just have snacks up there whenever I have guests, and then I have my plates and bowls and stuff in here as well. Again, more cups when I have guests or when I have not done the dishes. But my most used item is probably my air fryer. Love an air fryer. Didn't think I would fall in love with it as much as I did, but I use it all the time to cook when I'm doing chicken or salmon. And yeah, I use it all the time, so I know people are a big fan of an air fryer. I got this from, I want to say Canadian Tire. I'll double check on my blog, but I think I got it from Canadian Tire. Now this guy here, this is the fridge. I love that it's kind of hidden in the apartment, so it doesn't attract so many eyes. But yeah, this is just my fridge. It's just full of stuff that I eat on the daily. I'm honestly a pretty routine person, so I eat the same thing consecutively. But yeah, this is my fridge. I just have of course I have beers in here. I have fruits and salads and bread and orange juice and all that fun stuff. So yeah. Next on the list here, we have my guest bathroom. My friends call me all the time because I just love saying guest bathroom, but it is really nice that I just have another bathroom that's not my main one. So in here, I kind of treated it whenever I have friends come over, or if they stop off or if they stay over for the night or something, they have full amenities. This is a bunch of PR skincare stuff that I got, which is really nice. But yeah, I've just filled this with a bunch of stuff for whenever I have guests over, which is really nice. Just a small bathroom, but just nice whenever I have guests over. Alright, so next up on here, this is one of my favorite items. This is my bar cart. There's something about a bar cart that just makes me feel so adult, and I really love it. This is actually the first item that I purchased from Amazon. Again, there's a bunch of stuff in here from Amazon. But this is actually the first item that I purchased, I want to say maybe 3, maybe 4 months before I even started looking at places. I just knew that I needed a bar cart, and this one was perfect. I liked this specifically because a lot of the bar carts that I was looking on online only had 2 shelves, and I wanted one that had 3. Plus this one you could use as a tray. It's too heavy to pick up now, but if I wanted to use this part, I could use it as a tray and do stuff like that. So yeah, this is, I'm not gonna say it's my prized possession, but I really love my bar cart. We'll be truthful and say that I do not drink as much as this bar cart is full, not at all. But honestly, it's just nice to have this full whenever I have guests over. Now that I've moved and I have a bunch of friends coming to visit, anytime someone visits, I already have a welcome drink for them, and that's courtesy of my bar cart. I finally know how to actually make a good cocktail because I have all of these kit stuff that I truthfully had here for display before because I never knew how to use them. But yeah, we just have a bunch of this stuff like glasses. I'm a big kind of like tequila fan and I love red wine, so all that is stocked. Anytime someone comes over, I just go into my handy like cocktail book. I just pick a random cocktail and I'll make it for them, and they end up loving it because I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty good at making drinks. So okay, next over here we have kind of like a bookshelf, even though it has minimal books on it. I did get this from Amazon as well. I think it's technically called like a ladder shelf, so you can really just customize it any way you like. This also made me feel very adult as well because I hardly have any books on here, but I was able to decorate it, I guess, to my style, which is really nice overall to do with an apartment anyways. But yeah, so we have a couple books over here that I got kind of like randomly. Most of them are honestly like self-care books because that is my theme. But I have that. Then I also have this Google Home here. When I moved, I had the intention of implementing like smart home pieces into my home because it's mine and I can do that, but also it just kind of makes your life easier and I wanted to get into that. So this was actually like the first smart home piece that I got, and it really is like a good smart home hub if you're starting out. It's really cool because you could obviously use it for like the time, but it also gives you suggestions on things that you do on your day-to-day. I use it a lot when I'm cooking if I need like a timer, or if I want to like listen to music, or sometimes you can put like routines on it as well. So it is a really cool device. I need to know a little bit more on how to use it because I feel like I'm using it very minimal, and you can use it a lot more than how I use it. If you're looking for a smart home device to start off with, definitely recommend the Google Home. I think I got it during Black Friday at Best Buy, but yeah, you can get it from like a bunch of department stores. Next on here, I have this basketball that I actually got from working with Hennessy. This is their Spirit of the NBA. Hennessy is actually a partnership of the NBA, so when I was doing something with Hennessy and the NBA, they actually sent this over. So it's super cool, and immediately when I got this, I was like, I need this for my apartment as like a display piece, because just like, look at it. It's so awesome. I love this here, and it also works out really well because at the very bottom we have a football that I actually got from the NFL from doing a partnership with them as well for the Super Bowl. So it just works out very well and it's very cohesive, so I love that. My friends know I'm not a huge sports guy, but I love me a game, so I feel like it works really well on there. Next on this third shelf, I just have like games on here for when people come over. I also got a plant that one of my two best friends got me, so shout out to you guys, Olivia and Laura. But yeah, we just have a bunch of games there for when people come over. I'm a big what do you mean guy, so hey, that's on there as well. Next on, this is my favorite area over here, and this is the living room. Specifically when I was looking for apartments, I really wanted a place that had like an area to entertain. There's a lot of places in Toronto that had like no space or very minimal space for like living room or entertaining. So having a specific spot as like a living room or just as a space to entertain when I have guests over was like my non-negotiable. That was like very high on my list. And I love this setup. I love my living room. Starting off over here, this is the Cozy couch that I got from working with the brand Cozy. They are a sofa company in Montreal, and they hooked me up with this, and like I love this sofa so much. It's like my favorite thing. And yeah, I think it just works very well with the space that I created in here. One of my other favorite pieces in here, this is the Barcelona from Bouclair. I'll also link this as well. This just reminds me of like a fancy dentist office or something like that. I'm obsessed with this chair. And actually, when I was looking at some of my like old photo albums, way in like 2013, I actually screenshotted a photo of this exact Barcelona. So like I always knew that I wanted one. So now that I have it, it just is one of my favorites. So that was a super dope item that I absolutely needed, and it also ties the area really well together. Next over here, we have this 50-inch Hisense Roku TV that I actually got in partnership with Roku. So Roku, shout out to you. This TV is like a 4K TV. It's amazing, and right now I actually am using the Apple TV. So that's what this kind of like screensaver is. I have the Hisense soundbar beam as well, so that gives me amazing surround sound. So definitely recommend getting like the Hisense TV with the soundbar because they work so cohesively together. So we love that. Initially, I actually wanted to mount the TV onto the wall because I love that minimalness of a space, and like my TVs prior like have been mounted on my bedroom wall. But because I'm renting, I figured that I couldn't do that. But I actually really love this media console. I never really wanted one before, but I love how minimal this media console looks, and I love kind of like a wood vibe in my apartment. Throughout this video and throughout the layout, like you'll see a lot of wood accents because that's kind of like what I was envisioning in my vibe. And this one is very minimalistic, and I love that it just has like that one kind of cubby there, and I just have like coffee table books there, and then in those drawers it's just hidden crap that I will deal with a lot later. And then on the sides here I just have plants that I recently got. This one I got from a friend, Melissa, and then this one I got from a friend from Instagram, so shout out to you, Olivia. Moving in over here, this is just the coffee table that I'm obsessed with. When I was looking for a coffee table, I, for some reason, really wanted a round coffee table. I feel like a lot of coffee tables are square, and just in my space, I didn't want that. I like had it in my mind that I wanted a round one. So this one, I actually bought another one prior, and then when the sofa got here, it was too big. Sorry, I just like bought a new one. This one, I feel like I should have bought from the jump. This one was perfect. This one I also got from Amazon, and I just have some coffee table books on here as well, and just a little kind of tray where I have a candle. And throughout my space I always have a candle going on throughout the day, so that's kind of what keeps my space and me at peace and zen. But yeah, very minimal coffee table. I love that I have coffee table books throughout the space. Coffee table books are very hidden gem and just, I don't know, very adult, I guess. So the rug on here that I got, this one is from IKEA, and it just reminds me of like a carpet. It's very like soft, and like I just love walking on it. So that was my vibe. I know a lot of people don't really like carpet, but we love this rug. It's my space, so I can pick what I want. But that was my intent for getting a rug, and I'm obsessed with it. It's just like very soft. Yeah, we love that. All right, so that is kind of like the layout of my like apartment area, and now we're gonna move to the bedroom. Alright, so this is, I would love to say where the magic happens, but honestly, your boy just sleeps in here. I'm working 9 times out of the day, so I honestly just come in here and sleep and change. But yeah, this is my bedroom. Very minimal in here as well. I am fortunate that I get a really nice view, so I love that. But yeah, basically we just have the bed. This bed is from IKEA. I love that it has like the main bed is gray, so that's why I have the gray pillow, but I just love having like the white sheets. I feel like it's very grown up. And then on the side, I just have 2 gray night tables. I love that with the night tables, I dress them up with the night light on them. I love kind of like an exposed light bulb. I kind of like mixing like an industrial with like minimalism, and then kind of like a wood vibe. I don't really know what you call that. But yeah, we love the exposed light bulbs. Thought it was very much a vibe. On this nightstand, I just have a couple things, and then I have like a clock, my smartwatch. I have like a wireless charger. On this one, I just have some like books as well. And yeah, and then this was probably the most difficult task I had, because if you know your boy, I do have a lot of clothes, and trying to minimalize them all into this smaller closet than I had at my parents' house was very difficult. But so far I've done okay. I just have a lot of my kind of like fall winter stuff on here, so I'm sure once it gets a lot warmer in the city I will switch that out. But yeah, I have kind of like a cubby that I got from IKEA, and I have my pants on there, so that actually really helps. I saw another content creator share her closet tour, and she did that, so I thought I had to steal that idea because that was perfect. Up here I just have like sweaters, and then here I just have like crew necks and stuff, and then on the other side I have more like dressy things. Like I have a couple suits, and just like dress shirts, and then just kind of like dress polos and stuff like that. And then over here I have my shoe rack, so I have all my shoes on here, which honestly, having this, I got it from Amazon as well, and this really came clutch. Basically all my shoes fit on here, and I even have a small gap here for another pair of Jordans, so I was like, okay, I have to get another pair of Jordans now because I can't just have this here, you know what I mean? So yeah, the Yeezys are a little too big, so those can only fit one by one. Yeah, I love this. houses all my shoes and fits perfectly. And then next in here, we just have my bathroom. Very minimal, but it just houses all my kind of like skincare items and has a bathtub. And yeah, pretty much it in my bathroom. Alright guys, so that ends part 1 of the video. I am going to share my office tour in the next video, so stay tuned for that. And also, I asked you guys to ask me some questions on Instagram, so I'm going to answer some of those questions there. But stay tuned for part 2. If you want to see it, make sure you're subscribed, so subscribe down below to your boy, and I will see you guys next week for a brand new video. Hope you guys like the apartment tour, and see you guys next week.